Look at this fruit. This is healthy fruit. We're gonna eat fruit. I already had a coffee. I already had a coffee. Been up for like 3 hours. So I'm just gonna eat all this fruit, but I gotta pee first. I just peed, but I have to pee again. We're gonna eat a bunch of fruit. One more. It's good to eat fruit in the morning. Okay. I'm just gonna eat it this morning. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna eat tons of fruit. I'll be right there. I'm gonna eat a bunch of fruit and talk, and we'll have a chat. Where is it? Where is the Alexa? Find my phone.
I'm going to call the phone now, so listen.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, where's my phone?
Calling John.
Okay. Hi. Okay, I've got fruit. I've got fruit. Fruit right here. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat and see if anyone's who's talking on the chat. I'd like to just go to Texas and see my kids, but um, it's a little funny with it's a little funny with the COVID-19. So I'm just gonna enjoy fruit and wake up in the morning. It's not quite right timing for me to just get in a plane and go there. It costs a lot of money to like keep staying in a hotel and until I'm able to see them. And when the opportunity arises, I'm gonna go right there and see my kids. Until then, I'm having some fruit for breakfast. I may work out a little bit. I'm gonna check the comments or the chat. How's it going? Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. I still didn't dye my hair. I'm gonna see if it turns gray or something. I haven't dyed it in months. Um, okay, I got the chat window open. How is everybody? I may do a workout. because I drank coffee for the first time in a long time. I drank coffee for the first time in a long time, so I kind of have energy. So I might just like do some sort of a workout. So what you want to do at home, if say like you want to stay in pretty good shape, so you don't have to drive all the way to a gym every time you want to work out, just get some weights that you're comfortable using, a little lighter, like 20 pounds or something, something like that. It's not going to hurt you too much. And I have these 45s I can start with. I don't have to warm up with anymore because I built my muscle up so much with the real heavy ones. And so I can just go to these 45 ones. They're pretty comfortable and they're not too heavy. And I do it like at least once every week and a half. So it keeps the muscle on. And when you do muscle, you don't have to do it every day. You do it one day and you can take up to a week or sometimes a week and a half. But a week and a half is pretty long in between working out. And about a week, you can lift weights once a week or just, do strength training once a week. So before I eat the fruit, I'm just going to like do some of this workout stuff. These don't hurt me. They just go right to them. They're light enough for me that I can just do this. And you want to let it, there could be a pain when you start doing it, but instead you want to mind over matter. You want to have a good mind and body connection to where you're imagining that you're getting stronger. You're going to do something for your legs too. You're going to do something for your legs. And you can use the endorphins to like get to the next level. Give 110%. Sometimes you'd be amazed at the wonders your body is capable of doing at almost any age. It's the mind and body connection, imagining what you can do in your mind and working hard at it with the strength training especially brings you to that next level. This is pretty light. It's not as heavy as it looks. You want to look straight ahead. And don't do too much to where it hurts your joints or knees or anything like that. It's getting kind of warm in here. I've got those lights on. So I'm going to check the chat, see if anyone says anything. One person watching. I kind of got to pee again. I have not done any like trimming of hair or I shaved my face yesterday and took a shower and that's it. Haven't been doing that like earlier this year. I shaved my head pretty much almost to the skin. It sucked. I gotta pee. I'm gonna eat. This is gonna be eating a bunch of food once I need the energy to eat food. The fruit may have some protein. I don't know. Sometimes that fruit's enough on its own, but with the weights, when you're doing more strength training, you might want to have peanut butter. You might want to have peanut butter like this. I might add some peanut butter to it. Some peanut butter. peanut butter. You can have meat here and there, water, whatever. Tando. Abunda. Ooh. I had enough of your channel for 1 week. You understand what my wife's gotta do today with that disease? Come on. You saved my wife's life by praying for her instead of working out a bunch. Thank you, John Birmingham. Amen. Amen to you. And, well, because Jesus was helping you. You were going to go work out in the hot sun and act like Led Zeppelin and cool. And, figured out my wife had COVID-19 and you couldn't even bring yourself to do it. You went indoors and you prayed for her for days and didn't feel as healthy in nature because you were hoping that she'd be okay, trying to give her the energy. 4 days later, 5 days later, she was okay again. A boomba. A boomba. Sometimes 2 of those helps. Oh, it's bright in here. You don't want to get too close to the other stuff. Hey. A boomba. A boomba. Titandu tito. Ooh. Ooh. Titandu tito. Man, he put a dead bird at the doorstep. The cat. Ah. Ah. A dead bird at the doorstep. That cat is a mafia cat. Put a dead bird at my doorstep. Oh, that is terrible. A dead bird. Okay. Oh man. I'm not as worried about the animals giving me COVID-19. That's not really a worry. It's the same as touching a surface for, a cat is a real human soul. It's I, in some cultures, but not in mine. So I don't know how you look at that, but I think some cats have souls. Or maybe all of them do. I don't know. I guess they do. I think they do. But I'm pretty sure they can't just become a human. They can't just become a human. I don't know if they want to, because then they'd have to work. And they like to lay there and do whatever they feel like. You bumble. You bumble. I'm so tired of it. Of the working out. I don't have tons of energy this morning. I don't know why. You bumble canto. Okay. Look at this fruit. Wait. Look at this fruit. Look at that fruit. I'm going to show you some other fruit that I got. I got tons of fruit. Well, I'll just have some other fruit around here somewhere. I'll show it some other time. Fruit. Hi. Fruit. I'm gonna eat this fruit. So you can do something like that in the morning, just some weights. Doesn't have to be that heavy. Something so that it keeps the muscle on in your arms and legs. It keeps the muscle there. And when you have more energy, you can do more. These lights are bright. I have not worked out very much. For about a month, I have mostly edited, laid in bed, worked with my parents on a house one day. That was like a big thing out in public, working on the whole home and all of this stuff. And anyway, that's why I started that talking like. That's why I started going I don't know why that. Oh, maybe because it is. Because I was acting like a monkey. A white monkey. I don't know. Hi, how's it going? I hope you find Jesus. I pray you find Jesus, whether or not you believe in hope. Praying to God and Jesus helps people, but I don't know why these shorts are so short, so it makes no sense. Okay. I'm just gonna eat this. Look at these raspberries. These are actual raspberries. This is kind of expensive, I know. That's the thing with fruit. Don't worry about it costing money or thinking that you're gonna get too much sugar from it. It's really, really healthy. That's kind of expensive. I'm not gonna eat those. I'm gonna eat this pear. This is kind of expensive too, a pair. I had enough of that. I was living so cheap on food. It's really good. It sounds so cool out there. You know, one time I saw a giant South African blue crane out there. A blue crane that was this, maybe that tall, flew off like with a 7 foot wingspan, as big as some of those huge turkey vultures around here, but it was blue. It was a vivid pastel blue. It was something special. I don't know if it was from South Africa or where, but they have them in the United States sometimes. They fly here from wherever. So it's pretty normal for the United States, but not really. Maybe like more on the beach. And it was a huge, vivid blue, pastel blue crane. It was amazing. We were right out that door. I was filming a live video, and when I opened the door, the live video turned off. And I just got to see it with my own eyes. There's been a lot of things in real life that you can't film. It's just wrong to film. It's just wrong to film. So I don't film it. Sometimes, like family stuff or things that are very important that are like you shouldn't be filming. So I don't film that stuff. But I used to have a problem with thinking I had to film everything when I was younger. I think that was what it was all about, and then I had to learn, no way, that's not what life is all about. It's not all about your career. I pushed it too hard. Pushed it too hard. Pushed it too much. I prioritized it too much. Anyway, I'm happy now. Um. Look at this. I don't want to eat that lettuce right now. Yo. Eat a fruit, something that tastes good. I'm gonna have this mango. You got to. I don't know. I don't know. You come to. What do? Two? Two? Like a Mayan Indian. Two? They have real minds. They have real Mayans who exist today in South America, I think, or Central America, like really southern Mexico. Real Mayan people who were around in those ancient Mayan times before the Spaniards conquered Mexico and all those places. They still have them now. They still have those Mayan people now. You could go there and talk to them. And I don't know what they'd be like. This is the easy way to eat a mango. So you don't have to do all the cutting of the skin off and stuff that, well, my family, they would cut all the skin off and not eat it. But I didn't feel like doing it as much. You just cut that piece off and just eat it. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Ikanto. I don't know. It's pretty good. Hawk. This is a yo. This tastes pretty good. Saving money. I've been saving money. I don't like throw out the. I don't throw out the Ah! Gotta find a plate. I didn't do my dishes. Condo. I didn't do my dishes. This in the dishwasher didn't clean it. I got the real white Americans watching now. This is how I don't have to cut it that much. Just cut it twice and then ate it. Mango. Saving money. I saved a lot of money. I don't want to eat too much. This is really, really good. Ikando, pipotuta, pipando. Pipando. This is really good. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Eat this. Well, this is really good. You can use as much as you feel like. I threw the old thing in the garbage. Picando. Picando. I don't want to eat another orange. I've had so many of those. Ah. Ah. Picando. Let me tell you the truth about what happened. Well, I don't want anyone to hurt her. I ordered groceries. I ordered groceries for the first time in Virginia, in this place in Virginia, where I don't know if they delivered them before, but they can with COVID now, and they just do it anyway. They deliver groceries right to your door, and they leave them there, and you don't even have to talk to them. But I did get alcohol, so I had to show them my ID, and I had to like put it on the ground and pick it up later, so I didn't have to like touch them. And the people who delivered it, never seen anything like. I can't believe that they're in my town in Virginia. There is a short, kind of chubby, kind of cute looking black lady with an afro who talks like this. And it was like she was like from some country where it's really warm all the time at a beach or something. And she goes like and the man she was with had the same accent, like they were husband and wife, and they drove a car and delivered all my Kroger's groceries. And he talked like we can't go boom bong kung kong. And but he but he was like more regular, but he was kind of short too, and he was kind of nice, but he was like more like protective of her, and I understood, and I wouldn't be interested in someone like that anyway. I was just trying to be nice to him. And then they delivered the groceries, and it was easy. There's no anxiety, no worry about having to go into a grocery store and have to get things a certain way. Like all those eyes watching you to make sure you get the right thing right then and stuff. It's like I don't want to do any of that. And ever, pretty much the way it's felt for the past 5 years, unless it's like someone who actually allows me to be myself in a grocery store and buy the things that I enjoy, with no outside influence trying to say you have to get this because of that and this. I don't like all that. Now they deliver your groceries to your house, and it's pretty much the same price. You can pay them you can get a lot at once and pay them like a small tip, like an $18 tip or something, and that's the only cost of delivering it right all to your house, and you save that money. Some people who can't afford it just get like a lot at once. Cause I was having to live so cheap on groceries. There's one month I spent $70 on groceries. It was horrible for months. It was like the type of food I was eating was just awful. So I like once COVID happened, I was like the COVID-19, whatever it's called. I was like, I'm gonna finally get the groceries. I feel like, and it makes you feel happier when you get healthy groceries. It makes your body look better to spend more on good groceries or to eat the healthy foods. If you don't have as much money, just try to eat more protein and get some fruits and vegetables at least. Um, so once the COVID-19 happened, I bought. There was one time when I got a lot of groceries, and I ordered a lot in the mail, and I stocked up just in case. But I don't think anyone has to really do that. Um, and there's plenty of food in the grocery stores. That's why I got more because I went to the grocery stores when the first COVID-19 stuff was happening. Everyone was worried, and they had a surplus of groceries. They had like way too many fruits and stuff. So I guess it was okay. Man. See if anyone's commenting, chatting. I don't know why people aren't chatting because it's in the. Oh, there's somebody. Skeleton Robin. Skeleton Robin? I don't know what that is. Huh? Huh? Skeleton Robin. One day we'll all be skeletons. It's like the. That could be something that's like scaring someone else or scaring yourself or not scaring anyone, just a skeleton. It can mean all sorts of different things, whatever it is. Um, I gotta pee. I've got other groceries. Ugh. I gotta pee. I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna go outside for a moment. Uganda. Uganda Calrissian. What else could I do for exercise? I don't want to hurt myself. I lay in bed editing so much. Oh, I got one 5K video with a wider aspect ratio. Well, I had to export it in 4K but I'm working on doing a 5K video and trying to do 8K for days. Had to clear off all these terabytes of space just to do 8K. And I worked on it for days and days for the technical stuff and could only export it in 4K because it was too long a video. But I may do like a short video. And I have a really good Mac. It's like hard to get 8K or 5K. I think, I don't know. I don't want to spend any money on it. So I'm just going to do what I can with this. I can get a shorter video because that was like a long video. I can do a shorter video. I'm gonna do a 5K video. I might do it a wider screen, and I can edit it so that it's framed. It fits in the frame like a work of art, intentionally filling the frame with certain objects and things that are the focus of the story or the subject in the video, so that it's not just like cropped or something and like the wrong way. I can have things. I animate the video with keyframes if it wasn't cropped properly to begin with as it was filming. That's how we used to do in the old days. You put a matte box on, or some people put tape across the top and the bottom to create, so when you look in the viewfinder, it makes a widescreen. And the really old days, they did that with the westerns, the spaghetti westerns, like Sergio Leone, and they recreated all the sound. And I figured I got so good at sound design, I worked at sound design, that I can match up the voice. I could recreate the words coming out of my mouth right now. If I say, like, I went back and edited it, I can have my voice say some different words, and it would look like I'm just talking regularly. I've done that a lot in some of my videos, especially in my movies. I've done that a lot in my movies, and it looks like it's really the person saying it when it's somebody else. And it just takes like doing music production and sound design and stuff. And I just wanted to be a cool actor and just talk and sing, be like a cool singer, and come up with really emotional music. Instead of taking that stuff really seriously and being a rock star, I kind of got more into like having to edit a lot of stuff and do all sorts of stuff. But Encanto. Encanto. I'm a white monkey. I'm a white monkey. Encanto. I don't want to hurt myself. I wonder what I can show instead of me. Maybe I can show something instead of me. Maybe I should not eat these carbs. These have some carbs, but you know, this isn't going to hurt you. It's really the bread and the added sugar. It's really the heavy processed carbs and added sugar, which I did eat. I had some crackers and stuff. That's added sugar, and or turns into sugar when and that's real. That anyway. Ikondo. Where should I go? I'm gonna bring my bananas and get out of here and bring my phone so I can check on the chat. Hey, some people are commenting. What are you doing? Hey, Skeleton Robin. Yeah, I'm good. I'm taking my bananas. I'm going outside. Oh, I'm going to try to get Al Bob back. I wrote him all these messages. Come on back. Let's film videos a bunch. He could help my parents on some work on their houses. I can work with them. Just as somebody to be friends with. See if he's home. See if the neighbor's home. No, he's not. Where did he go? Where did he go? Ah! Ikondo. My bananas. Ikondo. I hired some guy for really cheap because he happened to be here already. He was a contractor, and he fixed that electrical line when I was fixing this room up, because I just couldn't. I didn't want to risk getting electrocuted and doing it myself on that electric line. And the power company fixed that. A tree branch fell on it. The power company fixed that, but this was hanging off and it wasn't their job. So I got this other guy to do it for like $40. It was amazing. He happened to be here already, and it was a big electrical thing, and he happened to be a contractor. I had the whole power company come out here, and then they couldn't do it, and then I was gonna do it myself to save money. Hey, look, the cats. Where's the other one? He hid. He ran away. What are you doing? There's the other cat. Oh, look. Here's my mom's flowers I planted. Look at these flowers. There's my mom's flowers I planted. There's my mom's flowers I planted last year, and they came back. Didn't even have to water them. I did water them a little at first, but I didn't have to. Later, planted my mom's flowers. They look pretty good. Hey, what's up? Yo. I mowed the lawn a little bit. I mowed the lawn a little bit the other day. What are you doing? What? Oh. Getting out of here. There's my mom's flowers. I'm getting out of here. Y condo. Y condo. Y condo. Y condo. Y condo. What is he doing? Stop it. Bumble. Okay. You want to do this carefully with ones that aren't too heavy for you, and just keep them around the house, like good quality ones that aren't too expensive, or they have them for so cheap. You can work out with the cheap ones if you feel good and happy about them. Do them light enough where you can just do it. You can go from 5 pounds up to way heavier, but don't do too heavy. And you keep them around the house so it's like they're handy to do and they feel good to use. Like you can, and then you don't have to drive all the way to the gym. Like you happen to be in the mood for it right then, and you start working out a little bit, or think, hey, I can. Sometimes after you take a shower, when your muscles are relaxed with the warmth, you can work out right after that sometimes, and it's like really good. But don't do too much, and you get the endorphins. Try to stand up straight. Look straight ahead. Do as much as you can so it's not too much. You might want to do something for your legs so your legs aren't too weak. It's different than doing aerobic when you do the muscles. You usually never break a sweat doing muscle exercises, no matter how much you work out with the weights. You usually don't break a sweat. Sometimes you can. That's aerobic. That's when I'm doing that so I don't I was gonna eat fruit. I just didn't feel like it because I drank a coffee. And you'll notice when you are more physically, never mind. Sometimes the coffee makes you feel great. You can walk around more, have more energy, do different things. Even just these squats, for anyone who's not hurt too bad, or if you want to strengthen your legs and your tendons and everything, just stand in place and do this. And that strengthens your legs. Hi. I just don't feel like eating protein, something as substantial as protein. I had the coffee, hadn't had coffee in a while. You get to rest uninterrupted when you don't have coffee. Your body finally gets to rest for all the workouts or physical activity you're doing. Resting is very important. You need to rest. You can't always be on the go, always pushing the envelope. You gotta rest sometimes. It's okay to eat more and not drink coffees and eat healthy foods that will really go to your muscles and make them stronger. I'm just gonna eat this. It's a head of lettuce. I'm so tired feeling, so for some reason. Ikando dunda. Ibambo. Ibambo. I would not want to lift this rate unless I really get motivated. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It's mind over, well, I don't want to say mind over matter. That's what I used to think years ago. It's a mind and body connection. If you believe you can do it and you're confident enough, then you can strengthen this body. And the tendons and joints and all those stuff get strengthened. You just keep some weights around your house that are not going to hurt you. Make sure you're confident. Well, you're not hurting anyone else. And make sure you're confident, standing tall, aware of things that, or you can just drink coffee and like get, when you drink coffee and you have more energy and you're like walking around more and doing stuff, or you can rest if you already did that before. Your body needs to rest, but you can't always, like, it's not good to always rest and too much. At least once every, like, I suggest every few days doing something to get more. Itando. Look, man. Ah! Some people are scary. I started looking at a lot of those movie stars, and they were frightening. I used to just, that's all that I wanted to do was be famous. And I took it too far. I pushed it too much. I prioritized it too much instead of like family as much. And I couldn't let it go. And then it started looking a little scary to me. Like they're kind of sinning and like almost they could become demons or something, some of them. Not all of them, some were, I guess some of them were kind of, I mean, they were frightening to me. And I think some people thought maybe I was frightening with how I got prioritizing it too much. And it's just a thing that is like, I have found that people get tempted as they get older. The most meek, passive, not passive income, but like the most meek people who are so kind to others, sometimes they have something to prove and they give into temptation. So it's an ongoing thing, but generally if you're kind to begin with, you'll keep being kind. You'll keep being kind, especially if you're, see, like anyway, I don't know. Ikando. These shorts are really short. But see, the cool thing about them is they're a dark color, and I didn't understand why. They didn't make me feel nervous because like you can't tell what it looks like really around here and stuff because it's a dark color. So, but obviously they're pretty short. Um, it's never hurt me, but I've felt like some worry, like why is he wearing those short shorts? I haven't tried to trim my leg hair. It's been that way like I think all this year. Sometimes I would shave it off, or not shave it to the skin, but sometimes I'd trim it. Like people trim their hair these days. Well, starting like it. I don't know if they used to. Maybe they did too a long time ago. I don't know. That's what someone told me. I don't know. I'm gonna check the phone. I'm gonna check the chat. Ah. Robinson. Okay. Yeah. Maybe play some guitar. Electric guitar. I haven't played that for a long time. I started playing the acoustic more. Hey. I'm gonna play the electric guitar. I'm gonna try to play that. Of course I know how to play. I played for a long time, 30 years. More. This shirt has a stain on it. Great. I'll have to wash it or something. Anyway. I gotta pee. I'm gonna plug my camera in. I'm gonna play the electric guitar. I'm gonna play the actual electric guitar. Ah! Hey. I'm gonna play the electric guitar. I gotta pee though. Turn the lights up. I gotta pee and I'm gonna play the guitar. Electric guitar. I haven't played that in a long time. Nintendo. Nintendo. I'm gonna close the door. Oh wait, no, I'll leave it open. Who would come in here? Because if they saw, it's filming a live video. It's filming a live video. Let's do this. Okay, this is filming a live video. Nintendo. This is a 77 Marshall cabinet. Sounds really good. To this day, this cabinet sounds amazing. These old Marshalls sounded really good and you could turn them up really loud. And I was always careful that I had this since I was 14 or 12 or 13. I got it for $200 back then. I got it for $200. Saved up money mowing lawns. I mowed my neighbor's lawn and my parents' lawn. Got it for $200 from this guy who had long hair and he lived in his parents' basement back then. But now he's like got short hair and you see him around town. Sometimes he got like an expensive car or something and I don't know what he does. But he listened to cool music and I went to his parents' basement and got it for $200. And this head I've gone through different heads. I've gone through different heads. I had two other ones since I was a teenager, and I still had this. And then I finally took off all the old stuff. Oh, my mom, when I was like 14 or 13 or 12 or something like that, my mom helped me to glue this pleather or fake leather or leather, whatever it is, uh, on top of the whole thing because it was black, and I covered the whole thing and glued it with my mom. And I covered the whole thing in blue. This is a navy blue. This is a navy blue, kind of leather and stuff around it or something, but it's pleather. It's really pleather. It just happened to be fake leather. It's not the real leather, but some people prefer that to leather. Let me smell it. I think it's not leather. And then like later I took the thing off the front, but nowadays they leave them just like they are, and they have all the wear and on the front of it with the rips in it and stuff. And but I recovered this when I was like a teenager or something, and it was only $200. It was only $200. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's a vintage 77, and I kept it all these years. I've had it for like 20 something years. And this guitar is kind of a special guitar. It's the only one I've ever seen like it, but it only cost $100. It only cost $100. But I got it on eBay. They put a custom tremolo on it. I think it wasn't built with one. I don't know. Unless it was made with one originally. I don't know. But it's like the BC Rich Bitch that the Danzig guy had, except it's white to stand for good. I got this when I wasn't as much into Christianity as much, but it's white to stand for good instead of the evil. Black to stand for, so, but the guy's name was John Christ, and he was into kind of a heavy metal band, and he believes in God and Jesus now. I believe he believes in God and Jesus. But he had a black guitar just like this. And I got this one white on eBay. It was only $100. And it's the only one I've ever seen like it. And that drum set, I don't want to say how much it cost, but that's a vintage that originally when it was new with all the cymbals, has like 11 cymbals of the highest quality cymbals, and it's the highest quality pearl that they made at the time. It's birch. It was originally $10,000 in 1986. And I didn't pay anything near that. I had to drive way out to some random place and pick it up by hand with my friend and fit it on top of a SUV and in an SUV, and I got it for really cheap. And I waited 20 something years before I could have a top of the line drum set. I wanted one since I was like 11 years old, when I played drums when I was 10 and 11. And I got some pretty good drum sets, but they weren't like the really expensive ones I saw in magazines until I was like in my later 30s. Somehow I got it for cheap. And it's like special to me, and this guitar is special to me, that amp's special to me. And somehow I didn't have to sell it. I'm gonna play guitar. I haven't played electric guitar, pretty sure, in years. or at least a year, more than a year. I haven't played electric guitar in like a year or two, 3 years, something like that. But I played a lot of acoustic, and I played the electric guitar for. I played the electric guitar for 30 years, or 30, more than 30 years. I played the electric guitar more than 30 years. I'm gonna play the guitar. Trying to mess with this strap. And ironically, well, I don't know why, but I play an electric guitar up higher, like John Christ did too, or does. I don't know why. I just like the way it felt up higher instead of down low. Other people would try to like pressure me into like playing it down low, like Slash did, but I played it up high. I don't know if I played it this high, but sometimes I do. This is okay. I don't know what the heck is going on with the other thing. Not worried about it. I'm gonna get a pick. Mi canto. Mi canto. Oh man. A monkey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. You come to. No. No. Now, the electric in this house, the electrical wiring is amazing. Doesn't have any short circuit stuff when I touch this, when I touch the strings. There are some houses there's another house that I was in, when you touch this it would like do a little electric shocking on the I think it wasn't grounded, but I'm not sure. The electric here is amazing. Like, I don't ever get anything like that. It must be grounded properly, and it has really good electric. Okay, I'm gonna try. Wow, that's loud. Why did it do that? Oh, this is just this is a solid state head. It's not a tube amp. It sounded like it. Valve state, it says. This is just not a really expensive Marshall head, but this cabinet's good. I had a pee. I have not felt that in my ears in years. I didn't wear the earplugs. Sometimes you gotta wear the earplugs. You don't hurt your ears too much, but that time. Picando. 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 Y tú. Picando. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Picando. Wow, it is hot. Oh, I left the heat. Picando. Picando. I got to pee. Picando. Ah! This is my special plate. I have a few of them. I gotta pee. Picando. Picando. I don't want to. Picando. I'm happy. It's the happiest day all year. Picando. Picando. Washy hands. Picando. Atondo. Washy hands. Jamaica. Washy hands. Not Jamaica. Picando land. Picando. Bibombi. Bibombi land. I like Ebombi. I don't like it. Ebombo. This is expensive. I don't know if I should eat it. Come on. Doing it for the production value of the video, my channel. I'm gonna eat this fruit. Feels kind of wrong, but I've had so many of those oranges. Ebombo. Ebombo. Bumble. This is my special plate from when I was married. I've got a few of them. Bumble. That's the easy way to do it. You don't have to you don't have to mess with preparing it too much. But sometimes it's special to prepare. This is really good. This does not have additives or fake sugar injected into it or some weird ass thing. No, it's the last thing I want to think about. Just a good orange. You can eat as many of these as you feel like if you're not diabetic to begin with. I cando, I bombi. I'm telling you, you keep eating that fruit, you're going to escondido. I bombi. Get away from me. I bombi. I bombi. I bombi. I bombi. Where's the fruit? Where's the other fruit? Water. Bombi, I don't want to starve myself.
Give me this. I just lived off of $70 of groceries a month. I should be able to eat whatever I feel like.
I bombi. It's good. Bombi. 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 Good. Bombi. Bombi. Good. Ooh. 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 No, me good bombi. Oh, 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 I threw it away. Bombi. No, I have to wash to get one berry from it was messed up. Bombi. Hey, Bombi. Don't, please. Me Bambi. Me No, I'm not Bambi. I'm Mambi. I'm Mambi. I am a man-bee. No, I'm not a man-bee. I'm a man, not a Bambi. That's why I've got a chainsaw. I had to do all that manly stuff. Zombie. Oh no, terrible. Hey, bears are afraid. Bears are scared of people. You just want to keep your distance. Don't feed them and just don't get near them. Very unlikely they'd attack. Just get away from them. If you ever see one, they probably wouldn't attack. Just don't have food near them. I mean, if you do, they're not, and when they hear your voice, that means a confrontation. They don't want a confrontation. They want to go somewhere where there's no confrontation and just eat their stuff. Bombi. Bombi. What else did I drink? Only drank one time in the past year, but I may drink on camera this weekend and do a chat this weekend. Bombi, come on. No, I can't. Look what I got. I still got a coffee. Conti. What is he doing? Conti. I don't want to drink a coffee. I'm gonna pour it out. It's been sitting there a long time. There's more coffee there anyway. I'm gonna drink a water. Drink a cold water. It is beautiful outside today. I'm gonna bring the camera outside. It is beautiful. That was a lot of water. Conti. I can't eat that fruit after that. After saying he Conti too much. Sometimes I can. That was a little too much. That was like going to strangers. Eat Conti instead of I don't do that. I'm some kind to him. I don't get anything selfish out of that. Hey, Conti. Hey, Conti.
E conti. I conti. I conti. I conti. I conti. I did this. I did that plaster right there. Just gotta paint it now. Did it custom like the house was. That custom did around here. Just gotta paint it. I fixed this door right here where there's a nail messed with it, and I fixed it. Somebody else messed with it. I fixed it and just put a random thing on. I gotta paint it and stuff. Look at this. Done enough to live in. I could paint the trim. Econ? No. I put that light in myself. I messed up one light. Al fixed it. That one I got right. I had a funny wiring. I don't know that much about wiring, and I did it myself anyway. I can refinish this and make it look new. And these floors. Just put a mattress on there and paint the trim. It'll look like really nice. But you can't do every inch of the house so much. There's only so much I could do. So I can put some bed sheets and stuff on there and it'll be pretty good. Like just regular stuff, like a cool chair. I'll put one in there now. Maybe. I don't want to keep working on every inch of this place, if you could imagine. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Ah. Bumble. I really want to mop these floors again, but I got to get a good mop. There's a chair. I haven't lifted. Oh, I could probably do some pull-ups. I don't know if I have the energy to do a pull-up. Hey, bum. I don't know if I have the energy to do a pull-up if it would hurt me, but I might as well try. I haven't done it for days, and today I haven't done it for a while, and I drank coffee today, so I might as well use the energy to. I don't want it to hurt me. I don't know if I can. I mean, I don't know how to. I'm probably gonna do some pull-ups. I'm so exhausted. I don't know why. I did kind of eat some fruit, but I had to drink coffee. Water the water was kind of a lot. Oh, I Conti. I Conti. I Conti. I'm happy. I haven't been this happy all this year. I Conti. I Conti. What's he doing? I Conti. He come. I gotta pee. I'm gonna put the camera outside. Well, this. Found this. This was in the house. Art. It's similar to. This house was similar to. Is similar to. This house. Similar to one of my feature films, but it's his. The builder. It was his greatest work he's ever done. Took him 7 years to build this house. So it's like one of my feature films, but it's his greatest one that he ever did. But as a builder, took him 7 years. Most of my films were a few years. This is like his masterpiece, and I saved it. I saved it. I had to save his masterpiece and get to live in it. I'd actually live in it. Did a lot of work. Oh, I didn't mean to show those boxes. I kind of overdid it with COVID. I was living on $70 of groceries a month. And I kind of overdid it with COVID. I bought all this, stocked up on stuff. I don't know what I was doing too much, but I hadn't done that in years. Or, yeah, 2 years. Put this light in here. My friend Al, our electrician, put that in. Hey, Kat, what are you doing? Here's my borrowed car. Works really well. I don't own my own car. Put all the money into this house, working on this house. Until I bought some groceries. No, not really. Yeah. My borrowed car, 2001. The home is what I put the effort into. Use the bathroom. Use the bathroom. Looks beautiful out here. Looks beautiful. Calling to me. Hey, I gotta pee. There you go. I'm getting my fruit. Getting more fruit. giving the cat some cat food. We got some cat food for the cat. I'm gonna put it on this thing. Hey, Bombi. It's not really warm. It's like a white settler's weather. Some black person who likes it cold. I don't know. I'm going inside. It's freaking freezing. Just cold on me. Locking the doors in there. Really clean and paint every inch of this place. I had to clean out both those stoves a bunch of times. Terrible. That I accidentally tried to kill a fly, and it broke that window with that broom. I tried to somebody with that. Tried to hit a fly with a broom. It's like kind of cold. I ended up putting the fly outside. I disoriented it and put it outside. It did not kill it. It knocked the glass out. Hope everyone's okay. Go downstairs. Cold all of a sudden. Comfy. Cold all of a sudden. Cold. Hi. There's a stain on my shirt. Now I feel like I'm getting skinnier or something. He bombed me. I'm just gonna take the camera off of me or something. I'm gonna take the camera off of me. Nah, I was gonna go to some online stuff and show everybody some online stuff. That is a 20-foot wide fireplace that they had to carry the huge rocks themselves. Sometimes the builder would do these huge things all by himself. George Solanovich. He's an amazing person. A brilliant artist. I don't know what he wanted to prove by being so famous and wanting to, he wasn't that famous. I think he still has something to prove wherever he is now. I don't know why he didn't just go to heaven. I can't figure it all out. He's a good person. He was I think people get reincarnated. I'm pretty sure a lot of people get reincarnated. If you don't get to go to heaven, the whole point is just to go to heaven, to be kind to others, and however much it annoys people or whatever, just to go to heaven, to go to the other side. That's the whole point. It's not being as big and powerful as you can on earth. That doesn't matter as much, really. I mean, especially if people are mean to it. The builder here wasn't mean to people. That much. That makes sense. I just want to be with my family, make sure they're all okay. This shirt has a stain on it. It's like people want to try to act like they're cool and big on Earth. See if I got it any better. Hey, I'm in okay shape. Look at that face that just looks like... I don't know. I was really editing. I can show you my Final Cut Pro, my editing software. I'll click on it. Here you can see it's, wow. You can see it's down here. Final Cut Pro. Excuse me. Final Cut Pro. I've used that since the year 2000. I upgraded to Final Cut Pro 10 a little late. I'm going to click on that. This thing can do 8K movies, feature length movies. This is the real editing software. Only costs $300. This is what they do, the big budget movies and everything. Mostly, unless you use PC, unless they use PC, which sometimes they use other programs like Adobe Premiere and other things. Sometimes you use After Effects to do the other effects, but this can do effects. I am gonna show you how to edit Untitled. Looks like it opened a project. Here's made up language video. Here's the video I just edited. I can show you how to edit. I made the aspect ratio of this video wider. I can do all sorts of effects and stuff in here. The way that I did that stuff to my face and body is a fisheye lens. See, if you click on, see there's two layers, right? Or there's another sound layer. There's some sound layers and stuff. Hey, what are you doing? There's the sky. What are you doing? I wonder how everyone's doing. I'm gonna see, and I could teach you how to edit. I may do a how to edit video. There's Econti, himself, thinking it's so funny. Well, I couldn't keep being serious. It was like a mechanism to not die, or I didn't think I was gonna die, but it was just my way of coping when I kept having to do things. Here's the cat. I should see. See, click on the video right here. That's on the, get away. Stop it. Get away. Try to put its asshole near my fruit. Sorry, sunshine. I've washed my hands so many times. you click on, like, you can put different layers. It has the video layers and the audio layers. And I put the one below, and I put this one here. And the way I animated it is, you go over here to the properties, and I added a fisheye lens. I added a fisheye lens effect, and I added keyframes. Like, you click on right here and make a keyframe, and then you go to the next one. Like, you're here, and you click. I add the fisheye lens, and then I went. This plays through like it's playing on a video, and then you get to here, and this skips ahead to wherever I put the next keyframe, the very end of the video, and I put different ones all in between, and I changed the center of the fisheye thing. I changed the X and Y axis or whatever, like left to right, and I moved it from different places. Sometimes you can just click on it and put it different places. You make a keyframe like you're animating, and you have it in one place here, and I just put keyframes for all its properties and moved it to here. I'll do it again, put a keyframe for all its properties. For some reason when you say center, it does. You just click on it, make a keyframe, and then you can change the amount of fisheye, and I could change the way my body looked a little bit, but really that's just by trying to be in good shape, and like that would look better on my body or something, but I don't know what I did. Or I could do that and it would go, shoo. And you have it there. Here's the X and Y axis. You can change it, and then I would center it like on my face and try to keep it there as it played through the timeline. I'd animate it and put it all there for the keyframes there, or like on my face, and then when I'd press play and move my head there, and then I'd put the center right there on my head. Press play, it would move there, and I'd put the center there. Press play. I'd put keyframes right there in my head, there, and put it there. I'd put it on my face there, and then I'd move it like at various places on my body, and sometimes make the amount more or less. And then I just animated it through the whole. While you're playing through it, you have a fisheye effect that I added to it, and then it changes the properties from one place to another. And then I added made it blue, like right here. These effects, like say color board. Here's all the effects you can add to it. And you can I added that color board right now. You drag it and drop it to the video. That added another one. You press Apple undo or Control undo, Control Z, and it undoes it. And you click here on the properties, and you can change the color of it. You can do color correcting by adding this effect called color board to it. Whoops. And that's awful, that way that face looks right there. I can't believe I left that in the video. That must have been a frame of that didn't look that great or whatever. But that looks awful right there. I don't know why my face ended up looking that way. I just shaved my face. And some of it I kept my eyes not showing because it didn't look as good that day. I had eaten a bunch of carbs and food and bread and stuff. And so I had the whole, see right here, you go to the other properties and where it says transform, and you click on that and you can add keyframes. So it's like different. I bet my eyes didn't look that good. Yeah. It looked sort of weird. I don't know. So I just did this, and then you can press undo. And I just didn't show my eyes, and the way that looked, it didn't look that good. I tried to edit I got used to editing my face to look better, and if it didn't look as good, but now the past few videos, some of them I didn't care. I showed myself looking like really heavy looking, like in my body. Like not too unhealthy, but like right here around my like where people are worried about their fat, it didn't look that great. there are 2 videos I did of that, but it was so funny. I thought it was so funny. And I just showed it anyway. And there's one anyway, but just that one that was so funny. And anyway, that's how I edited. Oh, here I did something cool with. It was like a dog. Oh, here I did something cool with this. That is clouds effect. I zoomed in on it subtly. Zoomed in on it, and then see it. You click here. That's one. Wow, I really zoomed in on that a lot. Like if I click on it, this transform button, or just click here. Oh, it undid something. Oh, there it is. See, it's actually, it was a bigger shot than I thought. But I match it up because I changed the opacity of the other thing. I'm gonna click undo. I matched it up perfectly with the next shot. See, like here, those are 2 shots, and I changed the opacity and plus undo. I just do post production a little bit, but I'm not like really good. But I am a good editor. I'm a really good editor, but not as much like some special effects guru or something. And here's the shot. Here's the second shot that it blends in with. And what I did was I changed the size of both of them until they're the same size, and I made it like, oh, where'd it go? Oh, I'm trying to press left and right. There, left. I press the left and right button, or J goes backwards. Wow. Oh, that's, see, undo. And I had moved it a little bit. But here's what the final shot looks like. I zoomed in on them so they match up perfectly. And then I blended it into that shot. You'd wonder why is it not gotten as huge, but huge as big is not always good. I'm gonna play that again with that music, with that sound effect. Sounded funny. I just like to feel that way. Wait. I'm gonna take the camera off of me. I'm gonna take the camera off of me trying to look cool and in shape or some stupid. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get rid of me. I'm not gonna get rid of me. I'm gonna keep living. It's not always easy, but I'm gonna keep living. I'm going to. Well, of course we all die. Okay. Can you imagine making an Onto Latino movie? Oh. Did I move that? It's like not perfect. Well, nothing's perfect. Well, I can keep playing it. I wasn't saying anything bad.
No, John. Oh, how about John? God, don't look. Here, hi, home. It says, hey, hi, home. Hey, hi, home. Hey, hi, home. Hey, hi, home. Oh, man.
Take a hike, Hornet. Told that Hornet to take a hike. That's my editing system. Okay. I'm gonna get some food or something. Think about what else to film. I'm gonna get some food or something. Fruit. Maybe fruit, yeah, bananas. Bananas. I'm gonna eat bananas. Take a hike, homie. I wonder if I can show you how to do some editing. Look at this shot. Oh, wait. That's this shot. That's this shot. Oh, wait. This shot that I put there. You can go to the prop. Oh, I'm going to click undo. Control Z. You can change the. See, you go to distort. You click here on distort. You click there and it allows you to distort the thing. I guess it lines up to be straight. Or you can have it distorted like this. You don't want to do too much because you want to preserve the as many pixels as you can of the original video. See, like say like I did this. That's too distorted. That looks pretty good, but it's like too wide. Wait, I don't know what. I guess that looks pretty good, but I think I did it better how I had it. Like it wasn't as it looked more like it was. Anyway, you press Command or Apple Command Z, and it undoes, undo, 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 undo. Then I went to this one. I keep clicking undo. I don't know what else I did to it, but I'm going to delete this project. It takes too much space. I'd like to keep them all, but I'm going to show you. I'll give you an idea of how much space. This one was in 5K. This project was in 5K. If you look right there. Tried to export it in 5K, but the computer didn't have a big enough hard drive. I had to export it in 4K. And I think if the video is shorter, I'm gonna do some 5K videos. It's ridiculous that I can't do 5K or 8K editing, but I mean they could do it in the 2000s on movies, and that was something that I got interested in. I made the aspect ratio of this video bigger, and somebody's calling me, probably a spammer. I used to keep my phone with me all the time, or like within distance where it wouldn't hurt me from the signal. So I'd be ready in case the mother of my children needed anything to drive to her and get to her in minutes. And then she kept going to Texas. Then she'd move back, and she's been there the third time now. Hopefully she moves back, or I could go there, but they have a specific set of rules as to how I can see them. And it's not like being a regular father where I can just feel like myself around my own children. It's like she wants it I don't know. Sometimes I can. It's like whatever mood she happens to be in or something. Kind of, I don't know. Because I was a jerk. Look at this guy's house. That is so cool. The builder built it. It's a different one in this neighborhood.
What are you doing? Ain't done doing, Tom.
Stop saying that stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you his house. He was a builder. He was an artist and he became a builder.
Look at this. I believe this place exists. Look. It's so cool. Oh, man.
I mean, it's an actual place that exists.
They have places like this on Airbnb you can get. Look at that.
I happen to look. Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
And now it's making a funny. Oh, it's like rendering this whole giant 5K project as I'm making a live video. I'll show you how much space this one takes up. Find Untitled. Look how much space this project takes up. 200, it's not that much, 226 gigabytes. I had to move around like, I don't know. But I'm going to delete it so I can do another project. Because it actually takes up terabytes of space. It takes up like 3 terabytes if you try to export it in actual 5K. And that's the thing that's like, that's what I'm going to do is put 8K videos up or 5K. But hey, if it's going to cost money and I got to do stuff that really makes me feel awful, then it's not worth it. So I'm just going to keep doing 4K, and then I might do some shorter 5K or short 8K video, really short 8K videos. I think I have more than enough. Very fortunate. My mom got me this computer. Again, she got me a good computer. was very fortunate. They almost didn't get when it felt wrong if they didn't do it. Like, I'm supposed to make these videos. I'm supposed to make films, movies, and stuff. It's a God-given, Jesus-given ability. Jesus says that you have something you're supposed to work at on earth, and this, I know, is something that I'm very good at. I don't know about showing up in front of camera, but I got good at that too. But it's not always appropriate to be doing that as much, but it's something that goes along with the filmmaking and videos. Sometimes it's very appropriate for that too. I can't. It's wrong to give that to throw that away and just like get old and do some wrong thing. It's right to get old though. Sometimes it's appropriate to look older for me. It wouldn't be right to look really young and better than everybody or something. It's just wrong. They're supposed to sometimes it's okay. It's okay. And I really worked on this place. This house is pretty amazing. I really worked on it. It took the work of 4 or more houses. I had to do most of it all myself. There's a time when this other guy was working on it a little more than me, more than I was. And my friend was helping me, and then he left, and then that was when I couldn't do it anymore, so I got him to help me. And anyway, I don't know. It was a lot of effort, and it's still stuff I can do to it. I did the best I could. I'm not like the most expert on home rehabs, but I'm really good at it. I'm pretty good at it, but I did it the best that I could. I'm still making it as good as I can. I think it's something I had to do to be kind to my parents. I think that home fixing up stuff, something I had to, and pay my bills too, because the movies was not paying money for so long, and it pays some money now. Took like a while, 25 years, where it started making some money. It made a little money here and there doing random stuff for videos and movies, but not as much. It made a little more, but it's not making as much as I'd like. And this shot I sped up. Oh man. So you go here to modify at the top. Change duration. Retime. Custom speed. It's at 9,000%. It's an original video I filmed. It was 30 something minutes long. And I sped it up to 9,000%. So when you play it back, the clouds look like they're moving. And it's actually in reverse. Retime, go to retime again. Custom speed. See, it says it's in reverse. This is another way to do it. I don't usually do it. This is reverse. You can put it forward. Reverse. You could do it. So I'm going to put it at 40,000%. Oh, maybe it didn't do it. 20,000%. Okay. And then you click on the, I'm going to zoom in, press Z, and then click on it, and it zooms in. You go to here. Wow, that's as long as the clip possibly is. I'm just doing stuff in editing to show you how to edit. And I have some other clip under it. Wow, that looks cool. I made it a little faster. That has the auto exposure, which didn't come out exactly right there, because it did the foreground more. But it's, I guess I can control the exposure manually. I don't know, whatever, but looks pretty good. That sky looks pretty cool. Cool. Do it in reverse. And then you can click right here. I press B and it splices it very lightly or whatever the heck it does. I don't know. And then you say retime. You can do a faster one, slow, or I'll do it really slow, negative 10%. Wow. Ugh, that's way too slow. This makes it, now it's down to negative 1698%. You press up and it goes to the beginning or end of the clip, up and back. Whoops. Wow. And then you press play. That's pretty cool. And at the end of it, I'm going to click at the very end by pressing down. You can see where the camera, I moved it with the camera at the end of it. I'm going to click on it. I'm used to doing it fast because I edit a lot. This is normal speed in reverse. That looked so cool, so I just filmed it. And I'm going to press undo or whatever. I'm just going to get rid of this project, I think. Unless I'm going to press undo a bunch. There, that was, I think, how it originally was. This shot made my hair look grayer. What is this? This shot made my hair look really gray.
Come on. You believe in lock the door. Don't lock it. Leave it open. Matter of fact. Murder all down there here. Why would you hurt me? Jesus would punish that. God would. I think Jesus don't punish him as much.
God is the one who does final judgment. God does final judgment on others more than Jesus. But I'm not an expert on it, so I might be sinning right now because I don't know. Yo, 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 yo. Ah. Yo, 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 yo. You can edit it to a beat. Put it forward and reverse according to a beat. And it doesn't just play through in real time. You have to do it really slow. It edits in real time, but it's rendering in the background to render the effects that you do and stuff. Not like not like in 2000 and something or 2002 or 1 when it took forever to render, but it was an SD. Yo, 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 yo. I'm gonna close it. See, you can make a wait. What is this? This is my raw footage over here on the side. Here's a shot I didn't use. Me talking to the camera or something. I don't know what it was. I tried to. Oh, that looked like shit. That looked really fucking terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked awful. I was like trying to act the wrong way. Hey, this sounds cool. That's a plant my mom planted. Oh, I planted. Or it's my mom gave me that plant. Huh. I should talk to her. I don't know if I use this in the thing or not. I'm using it in this one. Listen to the sound slow down. I'm gonna press play on it. That sounds awesome. I was a little scared of it, so I didn't use those sounds. Sound like an alien stuff. I'm gonna speed it up. That is so cool. There's some weird little bug. I gotta keep living and be there for my loved ones. Whoa. That was a frightening sound. That sounds pretty cool though. Maybe I could get more into filmmaking instead of being in front of camera. It's hard to work out for somebody like me. I was a fat kid. Well, now I'm used. Now, I guess I'm accustomed to it now. I don't know, but the filmmaking became like being in front of camera more, which is hard to do that and the filmmaking. You can't film when you're in front of the camera unless you have a tripod and stuff. Or I could do a feature film for no money. Well, you need some sort of a camera and editing system. Somebody can do it on HD nowadays, all on their iPhone. They have editing programs you can download as an app. Wow. I think this was an iPhone I filmed on. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what this is going to end up looking like, but I guess I looked okay in there. I know what the heck this is. This camera turned off. That was pretty cool. I like that shot. I'm glad it's in this video. I'm going to try to use it. I just got to see my mom in real life and family members. That's what's really most important. But I'm good at the filmmaking. I got to make money too. I worked a long time. I worked the equivalent of 40 or 42 or 43 years, a minimal full-time job, like 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day for 40 years. If you add up the hours, it was like barely a full-time job. There's a dog. Oh, gosh. Ugh. I don't know what that dog's been doing. Wonder what other shots are here. There's a sunset, or sunrise, actually. That's good. I guess that's how things are supposed to be. Here's the God and Jesus stuff. I filmed the Bible. This is just one of my projects that I was doing, or my new one or something. Birds. I wanted to look cool too and be on front of the camera, I'd just be somebody. Oh man, I could have. Who knows what my body would have looked like? I might have had all sorts of things wrong with me if I hadn't worked out so much and gotten healthy by working out and eating right. I worked really hard at being in good shape. I might not look in the best shape ever, but by being in front of camera, it gave me a reason to like want to look good. And then I didn't want to like do it. That's not always healthy, looking good. Some people are very unhealthy when they look really good. So I just wanted to be healthy. At this point, I think I might just want to be healthy, but I like looking good too. I like looking pretty good too. I think nobody stops wanting to look. Nobody really doesn't care about the way they look. Here's all the effects. Final Cut Pro. I hope this is still recording. Yeah, this is still streaming. Here's all the effects you can use in Final Cut Pro. Wait. It has a library of these. See these clouds? I've used this one a lot. Like here, I'll show you how to edit something. Oh, I'll do some new thing. Titles. Here's some titles that you can use. Here's one that looks like Star Wars. You type in your words and you can animate it and change it and stuff. But these are the preset. I used to create my own transitions back as early as 2000. And you go up here to say modify. Wait. No. I mean, I didn't know I was doing it, but I created my own transitions from one clip to the next. Like here, like I did with that, these two shots, and I blended them in, but I don't know how to create a transition and then put it and how to save it and do the same standard thing to other stuff. I think I'd have to look. I kind of do. I don't know. I probably know how to do that. I'd have to just mess with it a little bit, and then I could figure out how to do it a little bit. You save. I don't know. See, because like I know, but I don't know. Here's an effect that I did. I created a transition. See how I blended it in? Like this is one shot down here, and I changed the opacity of this thing. I went over to I went to here, and I changed the opacity. See, there's another. This is actually still there, but I put the opacity down at 0. I put the opacity down at 0, so that's there, but I just didn't want to mess with things, so I changed that shot to the opacity of 0, so it wasn't there. And then somewhere around here, I just cut. I didn't even blend it in or have it animated out of the frame or something, which you can do. Like anyway, but right here, I got this shot right here, which is, I'll show you, it'll show the size of it like this. And I changed the size of it. I'm going to click undo on that to match this shot. So when I'm going to put it in reverse. I match the trees up so they both. I matched this shot. I matched this shot to this shot and did a transition where I animated it subtly and changed the size and shape so they matched up perfectly, because I had taken the camera away and I put it back in the same place with the tripod later when it was really bright and sunny and it looked really beautiful like this, like it was like a happy sunny day later. And I filmed this in the morning with the sun coming out, and then I and so I created that transition right there. And I used to, back in 2002, do it. Like, here's a regular transition that you can just put. This is what most everybody does on YouTube. They click right here and add a dissolve or any here. What's it you do? You go up to show. I don't know why it's going. Oh, I'm showing people. Show in workspace. I don't know how to keep them both on there. It used to keep them both on there, so I just go to, it's stuck on either transitions or effects. So I just have to go here, window, show in workspace, transitions, and then it shows up down here. All the transitions you can do from one clip to the next. Like here's one clip. That's just, I happen to change the size of it, but this is another clip of the cat, and I kind of reframe the size of it because it was a wider aspect. But anyway, that's one clip. In regular editing, that's a clip, and this is a clip. Those are two clips, and in between you put a transition. Like, it already has a dissolve. It dissolves from one clip to the next, and that's how you do. You take this dissolve. I'm going to delete it, and here it says cross dissolve. And that's just a regular dissolve, and you put it right there, and it creates a dissolve between those two original video clips that you have, dissolves them together. And I clicked undo on it. And then they have all these cool, see if we can show, they have all these cool transitions. All these cool transitions you can do. And I try to go into the properties. Like, here's one. And do a transition. And you'll see that most people on YouTube videos just leave them with the standard stuff, but you can change it, and like, you can make this wider and move it left and right to dissolve at different places. Play it through and see what it looks like. Oh, that's a really slow, cool one. What are you doing? Oh, that's cool. And then you can change the colors of it. You just click on the transition. I believe you can. Where's the... I'm going to double click on it. Wait, what the heck? I'm gonna click undo. I don't know what that is. Undo. Undo. What the heck? Where are the colors of it? Color panes. Show. It's not showing. I don't know. But I like to change the colors of them. Usually you just click right here. It's not showing. Something's funny about it. I don't get it. I'm not really sure. It's supposed to just show the colors there on the side. But like you have to kind of like mess with the that should reset it. Where are the... I don't get it. Ugh. Anyway. That looked pretty cool. Just a standard one, and I made it a little longer so you can see the whole... not the whole... I'm going to make it even more. This is so cool looking. Just the high quality it is by itself. I did just a regular... this color panes dissolve thing, and I made it like last forever. So let's see how long. I'm gonna press play on it and see what it looks like. This is editing 5K in real time. It's pretty good.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That is awesome. That is awesome. I think that's pretty good. I'm so grateful I have this computer for my mom. She bought it for me. But I've done this 20 years. Or my dad or my mom. He didn't want to do it, and they made me like... I was going to get it anyway. I would have done it on a credit card, but I was grateful I didn't have to. I don't know how I would have... That's how I had to make my movies. I had no idea how I'd pay my bills, and I had to like go into all this debt on credit cards and get the money any way I could and make the movies, which was bad and wrong. I don't suggest doing it any way you can, because that includes being mean any way possible. That's what they do down in hell. So I don't suggest saying anyway, I'm willing to do anything to get there. That is horrible. That's when people have it all. That's when people have it wrong, when you hear them say that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna click undo. Well, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. Okay, so, wow, this is so weird. I never did that transition so slow where you can see the details of it. It looks so cool. And I can't figure out why I can't edit the colors. See those different colors? The green, blue, red. You should be able to change those colors. Like that green, those colors. Where it doesn't make any sense. Usually you can just click on it. Sometimes it does some funny different thing and I gotta like try it a different way, and that makes no sense, but it looks really cool just like that. For some reason it's doing it that way right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I was editing film on a flatbed in the 90s. I'm older. I'm 42. I was editing film on a flatbed in the 90s on a film. That's how I met my wife. We were in the editing room. God put us together. I didn't want to be her partner, but she liked me. She thought I was cute from the start. We were in editing class at Loyola Marymount University. And I just went there to be some famous. I went there to be some famous person. I mean, they had a radio station on campus that was a big LA radio station for like cool indie music. It was called KXLU, and it was on campus at LMU. So I thought, I didn't want to say it out loud because I was afraid to say or sing, or I was still afraid to sing really. And I just wanted to be a rock star, and I thought I could get on the radio station if I went to that school. So I went to the school, and somehow I got into the screenwriting program, but they wouldn't let me in the film department. And I got in the screenwriting program, and I got a screenwriting degree in communications. And I'm not even worried about that, but that's where I met Danica. That was amazing right there. I met her. And she had a similar experience to me growing up that no one else really understands, or no one had to go through in the way that we did. So I don't know what I do now. Because she's still angry at stuff I did a few years ago. It's like no matter how much I've been as good as a human being can be to her, it's like still, I think women stay angry for a little longer, or they hold a grudge. I think she held a grudge for whatever I did. So I keep waiting for her. And doing my best. In the meantime, I fixed this whole house up. Took the equivalent of years of work. Last year I worked on it about 12 hours a day for almost 8 months. Mostly, I'd say almost all myself till I could barely go on. I could almost just lay in a bed. I worked so hard. And then I had somebody else working on, my friend helping me on the house while I was laying in a bed because I just couldn't really go on anymore. And I was afraid for my life a few times. And then I got the whole house ready for her, and she bought a brand new house at the end instead. And then I couldn't breathe for about 2 weeks. I could barely breathe. I was worried for my life. Had to get on medicine that helped me to breathe it better again. And I'd worked on it for 12 hours a day and wrote them relentless messages trying to be a good father, 18 hours a day, many days. Basically every waking minute of the day for about 8 months of the end of last year, after starting April 12th to about December 12th. And then she bought a new house instead. And I was already physically pretty hurt from being so alone and working on the house all the time and her neglecting me and only getting excited about her in that way the whole time. I put myself through a lot, and I felt like I was going to die about 3 or 4 times. But I don't know if that's quite true or not. Maybe I would have lived in it or just had to be hospitalized. There's one pretty close to emergency room time that I had, and then she just bought it at the very end. She bought a brand new house instead with all the YouTube money that she made. And I could barely breathe. It didn't hit me, but then I kept working in the house all the time. That's all. I just got in that habit. It's like I felt like I had to. And then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. And I almost had to be hospitalized. And I was pretty worried for about 2 weeks. And then what did I do? I still try to picture, it's like harder if I get excited about anyone on my own or something. It's like I'm afraid to look on the dating sites, but I don't know. And I don't know how I got happy again this year. I finally didn't have to work hard. Well, it took like a few weeks of not working on hard labor myself or hiring other people where it was like stressful and getting them to do it right and stuff. And I took a few weeks break because for 2 weeks of it I could not work. I could not work. I could have died if I kept working, or been hospitalized. Um, so I had to eventually. I kept working, risking my life to work on the house. I thought I had to pay my bills and keep working, and then it was pretty wrong. Like I was literally risking my life to keep trying to work on the house, and then I was like, "This is pretty stupid." I didn't get it. I don't get that. And when you have plenty of money, I don't get why you would have to. I don't get it. I think maybe it was somehow to stand up for my dad or something, or I don't know, because he worked so hard, and I don't know. I don't know why I was doing it. Then I quit doing that. And then about 3 or 4 weeks later, I was happy and healthy again. And I started working for my parents out there like a lot. And it didn't bother my health at all. It was really hard. It was really difficult. Politically, all this big stuff going in their different houses and stuff. And I was there for 2 months out in their different houses. Not politically, but like trying to be a good person, a kind person. I didn't really do anything much for myself other than I had to work because I had to make money. And I helped them on all this stuff. And then I literally laid in a bed for 20 hours a day for 3 days in a row. And it kind of worried me to literally lay in a bed that many hours a day can hurt you. It kind of weakened me. Like I could have gotten hurt. Like I was not able to lift. It only did for 3 days. It's the only time I've done that since 2002. Laying in bed that long without physical movement. Because even when I'm like laying in bed or something, I'll get up, walk around, might do jumping jacks or something like that. But for 3 days, I'll lay in the bed for 20 hours. 20 hours a day. Barely got up to do anything. I could not do. I was so exhausted after how hard I worked last year, and then going out there 2 months earlier this year to like go to all these different houses and stuff. And then I laid there for about 3 weeks, and I started physically moving around more, but I lay in the bed most. I could not work on that stuff anymore. So I used it as an excuse. I said, I'm going to quit all caffeine and go off my psychiatric medicine. That's going to be the thing that I'll do next, because I had to work at something. So I stopped taking my psychiatric medicine, see how much I could withstand since I wasn't having to work on something. And it was really difficult. I was resting for a while, but after a while I was like, oh my gosh, like, because I had been on that psychiatric medicine a long time. And so then I happened to look good in that shot, even though some of the stuff I was like so terrible looking. I haven't dyed my hair in months. But then after I laid there a while, then COVID happened. The COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever the heck it's called. Then that happened after laying there in a bed for 3 weeks, and I was like, I can't really go anywhere. And then it was like, I got to work on my health. And then I got happy because I had an excuse to feel good, because I didn't want to like die. I felt wrong for feeling good last year and stuff, because like it just felt wrong, and I kept having to work and work and work. And this year, then I had an excuse to get in really good shape. And and feel happy again. I hadn't felt happy in about 2 years. There's a time before I started working on the 8 months, house 8 months, where had dangerous, pretty bad depression every day for more than a year, I'd say. Right before I started working in the house, like I'd look up suicide every single day for more than a year. And then I went from that to having to work on the house as much as I could because I thought maybe they'd move here. I get excited. I thought maybe they'd move here. The first month of it was okay. Then it was awful. The rest of it, it was just really hard on my body. She was not responding as much to me, and it just really hurt. And then this year, I made it to this year. Worked I took 3 or 4 weeks off so I didn't die because I was afraid for my life. And then I worked for my parents really hard for 2 months, and it didn't hurt my body. It really aggravated me. I could barely stand some of it, but I did the best that I could, and it was like out there all the time. And I did this huge stuff I thought was huge, and then I got to finally rest. Then I've felt happy since then. Like I finally didn't have to work on stuff. Like I finally didn't have to work on something. I got in really good shape. I could run up and down this mountain, like down. Like I could run down this mountain, back up the hill to on that side a few times back, like go in, lift the 100-pound dumbbells. Like I worked up to where I could work out hours a day. I was like very healthy a while ago. Then something happened. I couldn't do it. I just didn't feel like working out so much. I gave it my all so much, and it felt shallower. I don't know what it was, and I started editing my videos all the time. And that's when I started doing, like, figuring out, trying to do these, like, 5K videos and stuff. Trying to do these 5K videos. And I animated some of this stuff. Like here, I animated this. And then I did that as much as I could because I figured my body was physically tired from working out, so I could lay there, and it was enjoyable editing somewhat. And it's been happy for a while. Today was the happiest day I've had in a year or something like that. Or since last summer, there was a few days that were really happy. But today was pretty happy. It was like almost totally happy. And I tried to cover up those pink shoes in a lot of this video. But there's one part where it shows right there, I think. I guess this is animated somewhat. And this is just this one video. I did a lot of editing. And I did a few other ones like that. I got rid of the original project because they took up like a lot of space. One of them was 8K. And then when I exported it, didn't have enough space to do it in 8K. I'm gonna close this thing. I don't know what else to say. Oh, here's I wonder. Here's how you look up a project .fcp at Final Cut Pro. That looks at and I have another project. Where is it? Is that it? Oh no, I clicked on it again. It's going to start up the thing, but it does it pretty quick. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. I'm going to click it down here. It's opening up some other one I tried to install somewhere. I got to get rid of that or whatever. Anyway, you just it opens up the project here. I think I have a feature film on here I want to show you that I've been filming. I haven't shown anyone too much, but I put a clip of it on my Instagram page. It's Pee-wee's. That's a good shot of my face. Looked good for some reason. It's something. I don't know. I guess it's not this project. I thought it was in here. This is just made up language video or whatever. Where is it? Oh, my hard drive's not plugged in. My other hard drive. that has this movie that I was filming like by myself. Here's all these video clips or something. Oh, I should go. I don't want to show too much of that. Maybe I'll do something else. Here's how I use Photoshop. Well, anyway, maybe I should do something else. I gotta go pee or something. I gotta go take a break. I'd like to see my family, but they're like funny about it. Sometimes, no, they're not. I love them all. We're all like I love them all the same, pretty much. Depending on who you're considering my family. Eating a big fruit breakfast. See if there's any chat. What is it doing? It started streaming a new one? This is so weird. Oh, my computer ran out of batteries. I thought it would continue filming one video. One person's watching it. Ah! Ah! Hide this. How much money I'm making or whatever. Eating a big fruit breakfast. Hey, this one got 53 views 55 minutes ago. All these new videos. These two had heavy editing, or a lot of editing. This is the one they're talking about. Geez. No, they're not talking about, or maybe they are. I don't know. And that made me feel happy. This one, like one of these around here, a lot of people commented on first time drinking in a year. All these people were like commenting on that, chatting in the chat. That made me happy today. I was like, hey, they were quoting my movies and videos. That made me feel happy. I think I'm going to turn the video off. I don't know. I got to eat some food. I could keep the video running. Wonder if I can play some video. I'm going to plug in this hard drive. I'm going to try to keep it going. I'm going to play a video and leave or something. See what cool video I can play. I'm plugging in this hard drive. It's got tons of stuff on it. Let's see what's on it. There's my new video stuff. My son's new art that I don't know. Oh, here it is. Huh. Huh. Where's my real science and movies? And this stuff again. This is from a long time. This is from June of last year. This is right when I painted the. Well, this is it's Star Wars. I don't know what that is. I don't want to do that. I like Jesus and kind, good stuff instead of other people's rant. Hey, I must have done that shot before someone. Painting fours. I gotta go further back than this. There must be some Al Bob footage somewhere on some other hard drives. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Huh. Ron Jer. Oh, he is not the best role model. Must be something good. That there a lot of them are good, but oh, this was one that I've never shown. I can't. The heck is this? I don't want to look at rednecks. Maybe my kids or something. Maybe I'm supposed to turn the computer off or something. Gosh, that looked different. I probably gotta go. I probably gotta go. Did I have a shaved head back then? I probably gotta go. I'd like to. Oh, that was terrible. Must be something. What the heck is that? It feels so awful. I shouldn't show that. Oh, here's a really sad looking one. Cloudy or something. Oh, this was in the guest house. Oh, this is. Oh, Al was here. What is he doing? What is he doing? Probably gotta go or something. I'm afraid to show some of this stuff. What is that? I'm afraid to show myself in the mirror. It's like other stuff is more important. I think I gotta eat breakfast.